What's up everyone, ENZT here, and I get a gameplay for you of me on Kill Confirmed on a Ground. This is going to be a 76-2 double MOAB gameplay in a 3v3 playing solo. This is my triple MOAB moment, I guess. This is good enough to be a triple MOAB in my eyes, because, I don't know, three people on the other team, and I killed 76 of them, and I got a double MOAB, so it's probably one of my better gameplays. I have two kind of topics I kind of want to talk about. One is, yes, I am using an ACR, and the reason for that is because this is one actually from a long time ago. I actually got this gameplay back when a ground first came out. Actually, when I first started playing 3v3s, actually, I got this gameplay. It wasn't like, it was a little bit into it, like maybe a month into it. Like that's about it. So I got this pretty early, and I think it was the first double MOAB ever in a 3v3, but eventually someone else posted it before I got around to posting it. So that's that. I really don't care either. So if it was the first ever one, cool, I guess. I don't know. But anyways, you'll see that these guys leave. One of the reasons why I was using the ACR though is because, one, if I'm going against a full team, I want to use an ACR. I want to be able to stand up against them. And two, I don't have fun using other weapons. Like I don't like using weapons that don't like stand up to par with other weapons. So it's like the ACR, MP7, P90, PP90, stuff like that. That's P90 and PP90. It's both of them. I don't like using those guns just because. Oh yeah, also one thing I wanted to point out, I spent like a minute just sitting in this corner waiting for more people to join, so that's kind of awesome that I had like a lot more time to actually get get more kills, but this is probably, I could have gotten like 80 plus on this. But anyways, I don't like using other guns besides the ACR, MP7, and all that, just because they're not fun to use, and it's the fact that they're just not, they're pretty much just not fun to use, and I don't like using a gun that is inconsistent in what it does. The ACR consistently can shoot long range, it can shoot close range a little bit. It's actually not that good close range. It gets beaten out a lot of the time during close range, but I feel like it's pretty consistent overall. I normally get like 2, 3, 4 shot kills. Oh, 2 shot if it's a headshot at least. But I get like 2, 3, 4 shot kills and stuff. It takes 2 to 4 bullets just to get a kill with this thing, and it's always like that. I don't feel ripped off normally when I die by it because of the ACR. I normally feel ripped off because of either lag or a death streak. Those are probably the two things that kill me the most in this game. Well, at least hit detection rather than lag. I consider the two the same. I don't think a lot of people consider hit detection and lag the same thing, but I do at least. But that's pretty much all I wanted to talk about for that aspect of the gameplay, though. So this pretty much the reason why I'm using the ACR is just because I don't have fun with anything else. So I'm sorry if you see a lot of ACR and MP7 gameplay from me. I have other MOABs. I had a couple FAD MOABs I was gonna record, but my PVR hasn't been working correctly lately, so that's kind of saddening. And eventually the gameplay just kind of went away in the theater mode. So yeah, it kind of sucks. But anyways, what I'm going to talk about though is how to get a shout out from your favorite YouTuber. Well, it's not. It depends on all the YouTubers. First of all, that's what I'm going to start. That's what I'm going to start out with. Wow, that guy got sound hoard the crap out of. It all depends on the YouTuber. First of all, not every YouTuber is going to want to give a shout out. So with that being said, don't give them a reason to not want them to give you a shout out. One of the biggest things that is so annoying with everyone like who wants a shout out is that they all, no, not all of them, I cannot say all of them because there are some people who do it correctly, but a lot of people who go for shoutouts and go for like, oh, come check out my channel and stuff, they do it by spamming. You do not want to spam. That is the least, that is the least effective way of getting a shoutout from someone you like. That immediately gets you on their hate list, pretty much. And I don't know any YouTuber that enjoys the spam. It is really, it gets really annoying after a while. I can say that. There's actually a lot of people don't realize that YouTubers do recognize names. It doesn't matter if they're like extras or whatever, opponent star for hire. Even like everyone from like 1,000 to like 500,000, whatever, they all recognize names of people who they've played with. Sometimes some people slip under the radar. That is completely true. But there are a lot of people that they do actually remember, on if they like spam or not, if they're following him in a lobby. We do remember people's names, and that's something that a lot of people don't understand. Is that That's one of the reasons why we get so angry at spam, is because we do recognize who you are. And with that being said, there are actually quite a few people who are on my hate list who are not, well, who are aspiring YouTubers, but they're on my hate list because all they ever do is just spam me. And I'm not going to say who their names are because that's what they want, and that's what they're going to get their shout out if I do. So I'm not going to say their names, but I literally have in specific, like I have it in my head. I might put up like a picture right here of like who they are, or not who they are, but like at least their Twitter feed, and it's so depressing just to see that. It's like that's the least effective way of ever doing something. So if you're gonna go for a shout out, do not spam some random ass commentary saying, "Oh, I just put up my last 30-2 MOAB, yay! I'd go check it out, like, favorite, and subscribe, and whatever." It's like, no, stop, no. That's another thing. Don't ask for a shout out on a random gameplay that you like. Just because it's your most recent commentary doesn't mean it's your best. If you're gonna go for a shout out, use something that you're proud of and use it for like a reason of like give us a reason as to why we should even watch it. Did you put a lot of work into it? Did you first of all, is it actual work too? Is there editing in it? Is it like there's there sound effects when something happens, or is it in a gameplay that you're proud of? When I first started, a lot of people probably don't know this anymore, but well, not a lot of people, but there are subscribers who probably won't know this, but when I first started, I actually started out on a shout out, and yes, I know, oh, that's so bad, Ned. No, I didn't spam anyone. I had a gameplay. It was the world's first double MOAB in Modern Warfare 3, and I sent it to like 4 YouTubers, and the one that replied was iPhone Star for Hire. I don't know if you guys have known him. You probably do. I mean, he's fairly big, but still. That's what she said. But I got a shout out from iPhone Star from Hire, but just because I didn't spam anyone, I sent it to like 4 people, and that was it. And then after that, like, yeah, that was it. I didn't even like after he accepted it, I was just like, okay, cool. I got my shout out. That's all I wanted. And eventually everything worked out in the end. So and the reason why I got a shout out is because it was a special gameplay. If you guys are gonna go for a shout out, like I said, use something that's special. You don't have to be, MLG legit pro amazing gameplays. If you put a lot of work into something, we can see that you deserve it. And a lot of people don't realize that. Some people will think like, oh, I have to be so MLG at this game just to get whatever. That is not true whatsoever. You do not have to be like amazing at this game to get a shout out from someone. And with that being said, I'm not against giving shoutouts. I will give shoutouts eventually, but that's only if I see it as deserving a shout out. If you guys if there's a reason for me to shout it out, like it's like you're a good player, you're a good consistent player, and you have this amazing gameplay you want to get out there, like a double knife MOAB, whatever, like triple sniping MOAB, no spawn trapping, doubles, maybe even a double sniping MOAB, whatever. If I see the gameplay as like really good, I'm probably gonna I'll give you a shout out for it. I'll do it. I've done it before too, actually. I just haven't done a video on something like that yet. So all in all, if you guys just don't spam people, you give a special gameplay, whether it's not gameplay, but a special video, whether it's a good commentary that you spent a lot of time on, or it's because you have a good gameplay actually, like something different, something special, then yes, eventually someone will be willing to shout you out because it deserves it. As long as it deserves it, you will get your shout out eventually. I promise you that. I probably worded that wrong actually. Let me rephrase that. Don't spam it still. That still doesn't mean spam it. Just because I say you'll get your shout out eventually doesn't mean spam people, okay? Do not spam people. I don't want to go back on what I just said. But as long as you have like some sort of like special thing in your video, as long as you spent a lot of time on it, you will get your time eventually. Just don't spam people. Just let it be. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. If people don't like it, then you might have to try something new. That's all there is to it. So hopefully this did help you guys, and if you guys do want to get a shout out from me, give me a video that you have a special gameplay on. I probably will upload it. I'm definitely not against giving shout outs, obviously. I mean, I got started on one. I got one from Pwn, and I got 5,000 subscribers in a day because of it. That was awesome. Well, not in a day. I think it was in like 3 days, but still. It was awesome. It felt nice, and I'm so glad he did that. But still, it's like I didn't spam people. You don't want to spam people. That's one of the #1 things. You don't want to be blacklisted by commentators. And trust me, they talk about him too. I was in a Skype chat with Gifted, Green Goblin, and a bunch of other people, and they have some blacklisted people that they definitely know, and they definitely have all this like, oh, I hate this guy, I hate this YouTuber, and yeah, they definitely have their blacklist. Anyways, if you guys want a shout out from me, I will definitely be up to it. Send me a tweet, send me a message, whatever you want. Make sure it's good though, and make sure it's special. You will get your shout out, trust me. Thank you for watching though. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. See ya.